Alrighty guys, we're back for some Go Wide, and this is a Phyrexia All Will Be One standard brew. We're gonna go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Redcat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you. Also, we do got that Discord link down in the description if you're interested in joining that up. Okay, what do we got in the build here? We got 4 Crawling Chorus. There's no toxic theme in here, but this is still a great way to maintain a board presence when there is just way too much removal in everybody's deck. Speaking of removal, we got 3 Laydown Arms. Nice. Got 3 Ossifications. This is a 2-mana aura. Enchant basic land you control. When Ossification enters the battlefield, exile target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls until Ossification leaves the battlefield. There's no enchantment theme in here, but holy cow, this is good removal, isn't it? It at least looks like it's really good. Got 4 Intrepid Adversaries to help us buff that nice wide board state, Resolute Reinforcements to help us get that nice wide board state, and Skrelv's Hive here. This is a 2-mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature token with Toxic 1, and this creature can't block. So I guess, yeah, if you're up against like a life gain deck or something, then I guess all these extra toxic creatures could come in handy, but really we're trying to pummel the opponent's face with other creatures. Just like, don't worry about the toxic is what I'm getting at here, right? It also has Corrupted as long as an opponent has 3 or more poison counters. Creatures you control with Toxic have lifelink. That could come in handy, I suppose. 3 drop spots, guys. We got 4 Wedding Announcements helping us keep that wide board state and eventually buff all of it. Awesome. We got 3 Adelines in here. Nice. In the Trenches, buff that wide board state, acts as late game removal. We have a couple Kayla's Command as well. This is a 3-mana sorcery that we don't get to see too often. You get to choose 2 of these. You can create a 2/2 colorless construct artifact creature token. You can put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. It gains double strike until end of turn. That could come in handy. Like giving double strike to an Intrepid Adversary, for example, right? So you could search your library for a basic Plains card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. That could come in handy when we're rocking cards like Laydown Arms and stuff. And then the bottom ability, you gain 2 life and scry 2. Okay, yeah, everything on this card could, in fact, come in handy, so nice. Now the tokens that you create with Kayla's Command and everything else in the deck is going to work wonders with Mondrak Glory Dominus. This is a 4-mana 4/4. If 1 or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead. And then for 1 and 2 white Phyrexian mana, sacrifice 2 other artifacts and or creatures, put an indestructible counter on Mondrak. This card looks awesome. Holy cow. That bottom ability is probably really easy. It's probably really easy to get indestructible on this one. And then once you do that and you're creating double tokens from Wedding Announcements, Adelines, the Kaylas, the Hive, double soldiers from the Resolute Reinforcements. Of course, if the Crawling Chorus dies, you double the mites off of that too. Yeah, Mondrak looks awesome. Not all 4 of them, though, because it is legendary, and I also wanted to squeeze 1 Wandering Emperor in here, which of course can act as excellent exile removal, also generates Samurai tokens, which works with the Mondrak, and then the extra +1/+1 counter and first strike goes a long way as well. I'm looking at that Adversary again, man, that lifelink and everything. Even if it's just a 3/1 that you played out on turn 2, and you eventually get the Emperor down to give it a +1/+1 counter and first strike, a 4/2 first strike lifelink is terrifying. And since we are running into a bit more aggro these last few days, I think the Adversary will really come in handy. So in the mana base, guys, we do have 22 planes. We have a single Seat of the Empire, and then the Mirrex here too. This is a land sphere. You can tap it for a colorless, but you can add 1 mana of any color and activate only if Mirrex entered the battlefield this turn. Okay. It's really in here for this bottom ability. For 3 mana, you can tap it and create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature token. Yeah, nice. Just another way to generate tokens and maybe go extra wide with that Mondrak too, right? A lot of honorable mentions. Skrelv almost made the list, guys. Not this time round, although it could still be pretty good. I couldn't really find room. I really, really want to go wide, hence the name. Citizen's Crowbar almost made the list as well. It's definitely one to consider. Soul Partition almost made the list, but Ossification just looks better overall, I think. Maybe, kind of, sort of. Ossification could get hit with removal, though, is the biggest issue. So I don't know. It depends what you're into. Ossification is also an uncommon where Soul Partition is a rare, so that's pretty cool, I guess. It makes the Ossification very budget-friendly. Mage's Attendant almost made the list, Mural almost made the list, and Rabble Rousing almost made the top end as a one-of, which could be really cool. I think it belongs in more of like a mid-range style, though, where you're actually hitting like bigger things off the Rabble Rousing, and of course, in a deck with like Jetmir or something, that would be really cool. Okay, that's the list, guys. Super easy. Go wide, buff that wide board state, make the opponents cry. That's the plan, right? Let's go ahead, take it into some ranked, and see how we do. Right into that first match, guys. Let's go. All right, opponent, what you bringing to the table, buddy? You got some control for me? I haven't seen too much control, guys. I've been seeing a lot of mid-range. A bit more aggro recently. I'd say this is a fine hand. I see nothing wrong with this hand. We don't have too many one-drops in the deck to begin with, so like not having a turn one isn't too surprising to me. So this is creature or planeswalker. It cannot hit. Oh, nice draw, guys. Get that hive on the board. Yeah, this can't hit Bankbuster, but yeah. If they swing in with Bankbuster, that could make an argument for the Soul Partition, you know, instant speed. But yeah, probably not. I still kind of like the Ossification in a deck like this. Okay, can't swing. This is probably spot removal. Since we have two Adelines, I don't see a big reason not to just play out the Adeline here. Let them remove it and then have the second one ready. If they don't remove it, Mondrak. Wow, we're drawing beautifully right now. That's good news, guys. I was sweating. A couple days in a row, bad draws, and I was starting to get nervous that I don't know how to put decks together, but now we're drawing well, so feeling a little better. Could be Sheoldred. Wow, they passed the turn. What does that mean? What does that even mean, guys? Wouldn't mind a buff with Adversary, but if I can get Mondrak down, swing with Adeline, get double tokens, it's a lot of extra damage. Now we don't have the 1 mana though. Okay, that's something to consider. We could take the life for the Phyrexian sources, but we don't have the 1 mana available to actually give that indestructible when it comes time. It can be Infernal Grasp for Adeline, and maybe Infernal Grasp number 2 for the Mondrak. We got the extra tokens. Adversary buffs this wide board state next turn, so I wonder if it's going to be Invoke Despair this turn. I only get 1 draw from it, and we're still pretty wide here, so get rid of one of the humans. Get rid of the Skrelv's Hive. They draw 1. We got a great swing, man. Could try to make it... No, yeah, we just do the Adversary. This is definitely the play. That is definitely the play. Down to 4, and now we have the 1 mana available for the Mondrak, and we could take 4 life and give it indestructible. I'm trying to think of what the opponent can do, because now we're so wide, and Mono Black just has a bunch of spot removal and Invoke Despairs. So, like, they'd have to, like, double cut down. Like, I don't even know. I really don't. They need to exile the Mondrak. If they target Mondrak, have us get rid of 2 of our creatures, we might just let them kill the Mondrak, honestly. Honestly, right? So... going wide is one of my all-time favorite Magic the Gathering strategies. It feels great to actually have this many creatures on the board for once. So, like, yeah, I'm having a good time. Ossification hits that vampire easily. Must have removal available here. You target one of your planes, get that ossification, full swing at face. They can't corrupt the Bankbuster. And they have 2 swamps open. And we should probably play everything. Extra creature here. Yeah, GG. We should probably play everything, even though it looks like... I don't know what that could have possibly been, but since they still have the 2 mana, I don't think it literally probably couldn't have been anything, right? Either way, we were getting the 4 through, but I was going to play that out regardless. Just in case. I don't know. I guess technically you never know. If they had more mana, then for sure, like, you have to play it out because you never know. They really could find enough removal or something crazy could happen. But only having the 2 mana, I probably could have just sped through that real quick, swung in and seen if we could have actually got the swing. But yeah, no, I was playing that out. Okay, not a lot of planes, so if we see like a lay down arms, it's pretty bad. This is the only land in the deck that's not planes, so we'll only see planes. So, I mean, that's good, I guess. We'll try this. We'll try this. I think it's great that we have the 2 and the 3, so we're obviously going to start with the planes here. Because if we draw more planes, then that's what we start with. Okay. We'll keep Seat back for now. We have Resolute Reinforcements available. And we'll wait for their turn since it has the flash. Got some Gruul here, huh? No turn 2, no turn 1, no turn 2 from the Gruul. Must be a lot of 3-drops in their hand, huh? Must be. Let's go ahead and get that Adeline down before the swing. Extra damage. Adeline's a 4/4 right now. Give it double strike next turn. That could be fun. Here comes their 3-drop, though. If it's just like... yeah, it depends. Oh, wow! I mean, we have to... I mean, Mondrak's pretty good this turn, too, honestly. But double strike on the Adeline, man? Everything's good here. Everything's good. I think we're gonna go double strike. So we get an extra creature. Double strike on the Adeline. I don't know what this could be. It has to, like, they have to, like, double down on the Adeline. Play with fire and a lightning strike. That's 12 damage. No, it's actually going to be 14 damage. We have lethal on the board after the swing. So they need to take out something. They have to hit something here. Take out a creature. No way. Yeah, opponent, you have to hit some of these smaller creatures. Really? Let's go, guys. Oh my goodness. That's the kind of victory I like to see, man. Look at that. Oh, buddy. Ah, it feels good to win. I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. I sat down, and I forgot to mention this in yesterday's video. I was gonna mention this. I sat down, and actually, I tried to rank up. You guys know I don't like the ranking up process. The constant back and forth kind of drives me nuts. It takes away from the fact that it's a game and we're trying to have fun. You know what I mean? And so I actually sat down the other day. I had a little bit of extra time. I was like, all right, I'm gonna rank up like for once in my Magic career, and I just went on like the biggest losing streak you could possibly imagine. And then the losing streak sort of continued in yesterday's Rakdos Carnage video. So it feels great to win right now. But I'll tell you what, this seems just like a lot more of a stable deck as of right now. So what I was trying to rank with was actually Gruul, and I learned a lot about that Gruul list, and I actually think I landed on something pretty good then after modifying it a bunch. No reason to not just get the reinforcements out now, because we're not even gonna... I mean, we might chump the Bank Buster, but I think we just take the 4. Mono Black went first here, so it's already looking pretty solid for them already, but I wanted to make sure. So lay down arms, ditch the planes, take care of trespassers pretty good, but also just going lay down arms onto Road Captain could be solid too. Wedding announcement isn't bad here either. Oh, sorry, opponent, give me 1 second. It's actually a good chunk to think about because we could get Intrepid Adversary down. Now, I'd rather buff a wide board state with the... So here's what we're going to do. Adeline blocks the Trespasser, so they go Bank Buster, right? If we swing here, we'll get an extra one. A little bit damage goes through, but I'd rather just keep the creatures back and not swinging. A little bit of an awkward play overall, but man, I've been loving seeing Road Captain more. I'll tell you what, man, Okiba Reckoner seeing play the last like month or more makes me very happy because we've always brought it up here, man. It's like such an underplayed 1-drop. Alright, very well. Let's take the 6. I think we're in trouble regardless, and keeping extra creatures on the board to buff seems a little bit better here. Now we could go Wedding Announcement and finally take out Trespassers so they can stop screwing this up. Tough decisions. Tough decisions for sure. It's the ward on this card makes it a very tough decision for me. Alright. If we die, we die. We'll get 1 damage through. I was thinking, like, they could, like, go... I mean, if it's Invoke Despair, we lose the announcement and reinforcements and only take 2. It would definitely suck to lose the announcement, but we could get our life total back pretty good with the adversary if they don't have more spot removal, which we definitely have to anticipate. Very cool land, opponent. It's a very, very cool swamp. So this has Menace, so we still are able to double block it. Technically, Bank Buster has Menace too while Road Captain's on the board. Underdog comes down. They were probably thinking about blitzing that, huh? Yeah, just crew up the Bank Buster though. Take 4, take the Road Captain out of the equation. That way we can chump the Bank Buster next time. If we chump Bank Buster this turn and then take 2, buff this board state with Adversary, there's no guarantee that they don't just remove Adversary and then we're still just in as much danger. So this is still worth it. Get the Road Captain out of here. We go down to 4. It's kind of like I've been saying this whole match, right? We're kind of just in danger in general. Reinforcements is pretty good. Reinforcements is pretty good, man. The spot removal is so likely here. Thank you, opponent. No swings. We're getting very low. Announcement flips next turn. This was such a good draw, but not being able to play it out right now is particularly bad. Reckoner Raid's gonna start draining our life total, man. They got the 5 mana for a Despair too. They don't swing. Wedding Announcement's good. Everything's solid here. If we don't gain life this turn, we could just straight up die next turn to a single Invoke Despair, because Reckoner Raid gets us down to 2. We are forced to swing with Adversary. They trade with Underdog. We go back up to 7. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad, guys. Can get an extra couple damage through since we have reinforcements and 2 tokens off of the announcements. 1, 2, right? Yeah, it's like the same concept, man. And right now what they want to see, spot removal for adversaries so we don't gain life. Nice, we're gonna gain that life. This is huge for us. Up to 7. We lose that buff, but we are about to buff with the wedding announcement here. Oh, that's right. We're actually gonna draw off the wedding announcements because I swung with more than 2 creatures. That's right. You know what? It's been a second since I've played with announcement. So it's really good that we have reinforcements as our backup. We're down to 6. They blitz out underdog. Are they just going to swing with the underdog, or do you think they're going to crew up the Bankbuster? Because it'd be great. Yeah, so they crew up for more damage. But now they do walk into the reinforcements here. And they don't get a draw off of the Bankbuster. That's terrific for us, guys. That is absolutely terrific. Another Intrepid Adversary would be a great draw for us, but I think we need to continue to go wide. Reckoner, Tenacious. Gonna get 1 token on the announcement, and we have Crawling. These mites can't block, so we have to be careful there. I think we just keep going, man. Just keep going. Crawling Chorus is terrific. Gonna get 1 here. Oh no, we draw on the announcement. Crap, I keep doing that. And that's not only as a sorcery. Oh, we just drew another Plains anyways. Create a 1/1 Phyrexian Might, artifact creature token with Toxic 1. This creature can't block. Yeah, that's not only as a sorcery, guys. So technically, we could have drawn like removal here. No, we don't have any instant speed removal in the deck, actually. Wow, what a turn for the opponent. Wow. What a turn for the opponent. Gain 2 life, scry 2 sounds good when we're seeing a lot of mana. Get another 2/2 on the board. This vampire's dangerous. Double strike on something right now, isn't that great? I mean, we still play. Everything's about to get buffed, so we go this and this, right? Get the scry 2, a little bit of life. Resolute Reinforcements is fine, right? Ditch the Plains. We definitely don't need that. I mean, yeah, the whole point is we're going wide here. Vampire blocks everything. And like I said, yeah, we can do the Mirrex on their turn, even though it doesn't matter for this deck in particular. Because, yeah, I don't think we have any instant speed removal. We could at least keep it open. So no attacks. End turn, get another 1/1. Wedding announcement flips, buff in this board state, and the opponent is desperately searching for an Invoke Despair. Like, they need to clean up some of these wedding announcements. What'd they find? A swamp? Okay.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
So next turn, if we can keep this wide board state, like, we're gonna use the Mirrex to go even wider. We could potentially just full swing, force some blocks. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess it should be the Crawling Chorus for maximum. Oh, they go for the discard. Huh. Okay. I mean, they probably knew that we were going for the Crawling Chorus, and they'd want to clean up our hand. Make sure it's not anything really important. I think we can get there, guys. I really do. I mean, look at how great this is right now. We know what we're drawing next turn, so maybe I should have sent the reinforcement in hopes of finding, I don't know, like removal or something. We just full swing. We just, like, they're at 16. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 18. We have 22 damage on the board. We're forcing blocks. I don't like that they have the two... I don't like that they have the two planeswalkers over here, but we have reinforcements in hand. Mirrex is going to help us continue to go wide. They can bring back Tenacious Underdog, but again, reinforcements in hand, guys. So... Okay. That is 16 damage going through, right? So they are forced to block the 4/4. To take 15. Look at this, man. Look at us going wide. The Mirrex has proven itself, I would say. The Mirrex just, like, we flooded out a little bit in this matchup. We're up against Mono Black here, so the game's going to go on longer. Mirrex just being able to poop out creatures. Yep, they take 15 damage, down to 1. That is awesome, dude. Holy cow. Now we have all of this open. Let's see what you got, opponent. End the turn. They don't know we have reinforcements in hand. Oh, switches it to nighttime, though. That could be scary if they get a Tenacious Underdog. Another Vampire. Sure, sure. On the stack of them wanting us to discard this. Oh, they go for... Wow. I thought they were going to go for lethal here. Because I'm only at 6. I thought for sure they were going to go for it. But now they're going for defense. Which... I guess... I don't know. Oh, the underdogs take 2 life. Guys, I have been really missing stuff on board states this week. I apologize right now. Yeah, they can't bring back the underdog. Wow, we put some pressure on, huh? Hey, at least I'm realizing it eventually. Ah, jeez. Yeah, so... sacrifices a creature. Okay, we will sacrifice Crawling Chorus.
One of your friends has to leave.
And we get our 3/3 that can't block. They drop the oopsie-daisies. I don't know. I think the -2 is fine on that opponent, honestly. Especially since they don't know what's in hand, too. And we can use the Mirrex here. Look at us. Look at us going super wide. We got it. We got it. Oh, woo, woo. Let's go. Oh my goodness, the in the trenches draw. Look at this board state opponent. You're a champion for letting me play this out, for letting me attack. Like, thank you so much. Like, holy cow. What's in their hand? Oh, they were looking in their hand. I was like, maybe there's something here. Woo, buddy. All right, let's keep going, huh? Let's keep the ball rolling here. It's always good to see your strategy coming together, man. It's always great to see. Look at us getting some quests done too. Awesome. Oh, geez. All right, hey, I'm gonna get a drink of my coffee real quick while we get into the next match. Ah, good coffee, good brew. I'd say this is keepable. Look, no third planes doesn't mean too much here. We should be able to draw one. We have 24 in here. We have early removal with the ossification. We have... Yeah, it's a good hand. I don't think this is a mulligan. Mono red could run us over pretty easily. Lay down arms is good. Let's get that swing. The Toxic has begun, but as you saw from the last few games, the Toxic is not what these are in here for. It's too bad this isn't instant, but that would be pretty gross, honestly. Ooh, Gruul. Okay, that's fun. Let's clean up the pack leader. Get a swing. Up to 3 poison, though. We'll clean up their 3-drop with the ossification too. It's gonna be Beast Caller actually. Beast Caller's a good one to hit maybe. Lay Down Arms hits it well. Get another swing here. Gaining 3 does suck, but ossification hits a lot more. Yeah, doing this before combat, get more poison. 5 poison counters, guys. Eventually, we'll see our third mana, though. Ossification hits the Raiju. We are down to 10, so it is getting pretty dangerous. So our third mana could block. We could chump pretty well. Adeline blocks beautifully. I think we can survive a turn, guys. Maybe we can't. Maybe we can't survive a turn. Let's risk it. Let's do it. Adeline blocks really, really, really well. They have 7 poison counters. I think we'll survive. And I like the risk here. Oh, nice. Nice. Extra damage from the Raiju coming into face. Oh, we definitely accept this trade. Take 3. We're in some serious trouble if a second Raiju hits next turn, guys. Ooh. Ooh. 4th mana. Emperor could come down. So I'm tempted by the ossification play. Take the Maze Crusher. Swing with Crawling Chorus, get them to 9 poison. We have 1 chump blocker, and then we would just probably die then, right? These can actually block too, so... Sorry, opponent, I'm thinking. Alright, let's keep it open for the Wandering Emperor play. Get a little life gain back and get some really good removal here. And if we top deck another land, then we can go Wedding Announcement and Ossification. We also have to be... Yeah. We're fine. We're fine. I think we're fine. Can get Vigilance. Oh, Vigilance! Vigilance! Oh, crap! Vigilance! Oh, crap! Oh, crap! Okay, we still have double blockers. Oh crap, Vigilance, guys. I can't do the ossification now because it's not like instant or anything. Oh no. Oh no. Maybe they won't do it. Maybe they won't do it. Beast Caller, nice. Okay, there's no removal. We can at least double block the Maze Crusher since it's gonna have the Menace. I can't believe, oh man, that could have been so bad. Oh my goodness. Oh, be careful with the Vigilance, guys. They're not playing into the Wandering Emperor here. Well, we could. They can still buff it regardless. Okay. Yeah, we double block so we don't die. At least it doesn't have trample, right? We're still gonna go Wandering Emperor. So we could have done this at the end of our turn to pick up the Etching because they knew not to play right into it, right? And so Ossification has to hit the Maze Crusher. Okay, beautiful. We did end up seeing that mana. Hit the Maze Crusher. Wait, can they use that ability right now while there's 3 open? Oh, that's really cool, actually. Dude, nice. They got us. Wait. They didn't technically get us yet. because we get a 1/1 here. We double block the Maze Crusher again. And now we do have enough to block another one. Wow, I mean, I could have played this one out a lot better, huh? Keeping the Wandering Emperor for a Vigilance creature was a big ol' oops-a-daisies, guys. Ride you off the top. Let's go, opponent. You deserve it. I definitely did not deserve this game by any means. It's always good to see Gruul win as well. When Gruul is probably... I mean, it looks pretty competitive. They did not give this Vigilance or Menace. So we can trump this. And I guess it don't matter since they have this, right? So either way, yeah, hey, good game, opponent. Good game. I could have played that one out much, much better. So blame that entire match, the entire loss on me. I think if I would have played the ossification when they were actually... Because they were tapped out, right? We could have gotten rid of this so they couldn't have removed the ossification. Yeah, this could have been a much different match, guys. I can't believe I saved that Wandering Emperor open. Sorry. Let's get one more game in. This deck is operating beautifully. I'm very pleased with how the deck has been running so far. It has been taking a little bit longer to find matches sometimes, and that's okay. I am actually recording, as of right now, I'm actually at a different time of day than when I usually record. And so that might be a reason. There might just be a lot less people playing right now. Yep, we keep that. That's a 1-2-3. That's a 1-2-3 that we just don't see it, man. We don't see it too often anymore. I do hope to draw better over the next couple months. We'll start with the swing. Consider or Fading Hope. Fading Hope. Alright, let's get the adversary on the board then. It's a bigger creature that swings a little bit heavier. And it's okay if they end up having more Fading Hopes for it. But it's probably Island, keep 2 open to counter our 3-drop is the most likely case here. Wow, the Hive tells me to go for a different play. So we're going to start with the swing. Nice. Getting 3 throughs huge. Crawling Chorus plays around to make disappear. And Hive eats the counter out of their hand to go for Adeline next turn. I think that's perfectly acceptable. Negate exists in these mono blue decks. People have just been rocking Essence Capture and Negates. They just play them both. So, you know, you gotta expect both. Essence Capture / Scatter, actually. So we're actually going to go Adeline before combat, because if it does land here, then it is a little extra damage. Could just be more Fading Hopes too. They'd want to do the Adeline Fading Hope before combat, but I would actually bounce. Maybe adversary? No, it depends what else is in their hand. They're going to eventually need an answer for the Adeline. To my shock, it was just a negate, because the Adeline was definitely what they wanted to Essence Capture if they had it. Or the Make Disappear. We only had 1 planes open, so... Adijin hits and they have 1 mana open, which means they have a lot open here, probably. Adeline's the block. The 2 extra gets around the Make Disappear. We're gonna go 2/2. +1 counter. See if it lands. Kayla's Command has been really good today. This has been an excellent card, because look at what this does if it lands. First of all, if it doesn't land, we still have a pretty good full swing. Spell Pierce, auto pay for sure, 100%. 100%, so we get that +1 counter. on the adversary that gets double strike. The terrific full swing. We force a block here. If they trade with Adeline, the double strike from the adversary goes through, which is 8 damage. Actually, yeah, we have 11 damage going through right now. Down to 1. Mono Blue is in trouble. They need something big here, man, because we're wide, and wide is terrible for Mono Blue. It's very tough to pick up after going wide here. So I mean, we're playing this out. I don't know what that last card could be, but I'm definitely playing this out. And we're actually going to get a Scry as well instead of continuing to go wide. Spell Pierce, Autopay. Yep, that was it. All right, we'll just plug this anywhere. Lay Down Arms is a good draw, sure. Full swing. GG opponent. Let's go, guys. Wow, hey, the deck plays pretty well, and we got great draws. I was mentioning it yesterday. Sometimes the deck plays so well, you have to question, did you just get lucky the whole time, or did you actually land on something pretty solid? I gotta be real with you guys. I'm not completely convinced that we just got lucky today. You know what I mean? I think the deck was actually just doing its thing, the thing that it was designed to do. This was sweet. The one in the trenches was awesome. Kayla's Command was really good. I wouldn't go up any, though, necessarily. I think the 2 is perfectly fine. 3 Adeline is good. Wedding Announcement, of course. The Hive, Lay Down Arms was excellent removal. Ossification didn't actually do what we needed it to do in that Gruul match at all, especially since I played it out very poorly. We got to see them just pop the Ossification before it actually picked it up anyways. So yeah, the Soul Partition, there might actually be something to be said to actually have that. Look, hold on. Another thing about the Soul Partition is that since it's instant speed, you can keep this open with the Resolute Reinforcements as well, which actually could just be huge. So you could drop the 3 Ossification and go up to 3 Soul Partitions, and I think you'd be completely fine. The deck is very fast. The opponent's still going to struggle to actually play the card out that you hit with the Soul Partition for costing 2 more, because this deck knows how to get damage in really fast, right? So plus this is a non-land permanent too, so this could have picked up like a Bank Buster or your opponent's enchantments as well, right? So I actually do like the switch, dropping the Ossifications for the Soul Partition, but I think overall in most cases they're probably interchangeable. And so if you are working with a budget, then the Ossification is totally fine, man. I think it'll do exactly what you need it to do. Crawling Chorus, I think, proved itself today. I think it doesn't have to be a toxic deck. I think it's just a really good 1-drop, helping us just maintain a wide board state as your opponent's making you sacrifice everything and destroy everything. Just being able to actually keep a creature on the board is so essential that, yeah, I think it's a perfect 1-drop for the deck. Anything else? I guess more 1-drops could be pretty good too. I didn't, it might just be because I played it so poorly, but I didn't really like the Wandering Emperor, and I could see going up the 4th Mondrak, honestly. That way you just see it more. Honestly though, I would probably drop the Wandering Emperor and opt for like another piece of removal. Fateful Absence, Soul Partition, the 4th Ossification, the 4th Soul Partition if you're trading those out, right? I think you'd be completely fine just going more front-end removal here. Or if you do drop the Wandering Emperor, going up another In the Trenches could be good, because there were moments where, you know, you are going wide, but you weren't necessarily able to buff that wide board state like in that mono blue match. Now, it didn't matter, but you never know, and In the Trenches draw would have been pretty good, much better than like a Kayla's Command in that particular instance, so... other than that, you could keep the Wandering Emperor. I think it's still going to be just as fine. Helping us get those extra Samurai down is actually pretty powerful. And in that Gruul matchup where we were able to get a couple Samurais on the board from this, I mean, it just really shows the versatility of Wandering Emperor overall, huh? Ooh, I just smacked my microphone. I apologize, guys. I was going in for a stretch. Hopefully hopefully that was cut out by the filters. Guys, if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions for real. I super duper appreciate you. I hope you had just as much fun today as I had. just going wide, man. Ah, it's just so much fun. Ah, geez. It has to be one of my favorite strategies. Just pile in the board with extra creatures, huh? Which reminds me, I gotta go ahead and make like a Naya token build, don't I? With some Jetmirs? That sounds fun. I honestly, I think Naya would probably be a lot more inconsistent than something like this too, especially with how I've been drawing mana recently. I don't know about you guys, but it's been rough, man. It's been rough. So yeah, monocolored decks are a little bit more consistent when it comes to stuff like that. But hey, enough rambling, guys. I will see you in the next video.